Hi and welcome. In this particular video I'll be taking the camshaft out of my Moto Guzzi Le Mans 1000. In two previous videos I showed how I took off the alternator and the cam chain and sprocket assembly. Okay, let's get started. Now the first thing I've got to do is take the distributor off. Now I've got an electronic distributor here. This is a Dyna system. Now the camshaft is top dead center on the timing marks. And these marks pretty much line up here too. So that'll give me a guide of how to put this back in. It's a slightly different procedure with points, obviously. Now there are two bolts that hold this distributor unit on. One on the right and one on the left here. Now I'm just going to use this special tool that I normally use for adjusting the timing. To undo them, you can probably get a spanner in there. It looks like you probably can with the barrel off. So I'll just loosen the one on the right first. And now the one on the left. Now the clamp that actually holds this on is split on this side, so I should just be able to push that back up with a screwdriver. Looks like I'll have to undo the bolt completely on the right hand side and take this retaining clip off, because it doesn't look as though there's enough room to slide that bracket right up. So I'll just undo that. And that's the retaining bracket that holds the distributor unit on. Now I'll just pull that up and just rest it there for the moment. And now we need to take these three bolts out, which will allow us to remove the cam. Well, this is the camshaft out of my Moto Guzzi Le Mans 1000. You can see the distributor drive at this end. This is the tacho drive at this end, the two bearings and the four lobes. Now the reason I took this out is that the back lobe here has some pitting near the tip, and if I hadn't had that fixed before putting in new lifters or cam followers, I probably would have worn out that lifter pretty darn quickly on that pitting. There is, of course, always a swirl pattern on the cam lobes. These lobes look pretty good, but I'll get an expert's opinion on whether they need refinishing as well when I drop the camshaft off. I'm going to drop it off with Clive Cams, which is in Ferntree Gully just outside Melbourne. They did the rocker arms for me and they did a really good job, and Bill Finnegan certainly recommends their services. In regards to lifters, these ones are pretty stuffed. You know, they've got a lot of pitting and they're also no longer in the correct shape. They have sort of like a wear ring in them. One of the reasons for that is probably the use of incorrect oil over the lifetime of the engine. These Cam followers really do need a high zinc oil, and Bill certainly recommends using an aftermarket additive in whatever oil that you choose. I'll put a picture of that particular product up on the screen and a link to the supplier's website in the description below. Now, I'm not quite sure what cam followers to go for. The factory ones are available in Australia. They're about $150 Australian each, so they're quite pricey. There are aftermarket ones. I know Stucky have some made in Italy that are available, but getting stuff from Stucky seems to be a bit hard. Their website is currently down and has no products in it. Now, Stein Dints also supply them, but I have heard mixed reviews on their cam followers. I don't know what they're like today, but I'll probably end up having to buy factory ones. You know, this isn't something you really want to have to take out very frequently, and certainly when you consider the cost involved of buying a set of lifters and getting the cam reground and all the effort of pulling the engine down just to do this, you really want to play it safe in this area and do it properly first time. Well, I think that about covers everything in this particular video. I'll do another one when I get the cam back and the cam followers, just so that you can see what changes have been made to the cam and what decision I've made on the followers. So, I'll catch you next time.